pulis. Hindi na ngayon sir, patanda na ako. Nung mayor pa ako, batuta, yung batuta nila mismo yan, gamitin ko batuta sa nasin. Wala tayong batuta ninyo. Kaya pag nangyayang ako, may kasalanan niya yung
Kung namurong problema po kayo doon sa pamasahe po ninyo, pagpunta sa hearing na ito, I have told the chairman na pwede namang yung gobyerno ang mag-spend para sa inyo.
salamat.
Under our rules, Mr. President.
That would be hindi naman great, but that would be saving. Tatlong pamalingki yan. Apat.
Yes, Mr. President. Totoo rin po ba yung pagkarinig ko kanina, Mr. President, that you would volunteer to go to the ICC and have yourself be investigated,
Yes, sir.
provided funds will be...
Yes, sir.
Baka magkatotoo po yun, Mr. President. May
Yes.
magbibigay na pera eh.
Sir, mas mabuti yan siya, makapasyal ako. Wala man talaga sila makuha sa akin.
Thank you, Mr. President. Now, pero doon sa statement po nyo kanina, I don't think you would want to volunteer simply because you wouldn't want persons who are colored white to judge you. Tama rin po ba yung pagkarinig ko?
No, I'm open to, I'm a public official, sir. So, I am open to public scrutiny and public judgment. Bisyado ako ng gobyerno.
Yes, Mr. President. Pero narinig ko po kanina na doon sa pagtatanong ng isang kasama ko na you wouldn't want to be judged by white persons. You would rather want to be judged by Filipinos, your fellow Filipinos.
Yes, sir. Hindi ko, when it comes to the dispensation of justice, hindi ko, I do not have the respect and the whatever sa mga puti. They have always looked upon us as inferior ever since. That has not changed over time, many years. I would rather that I be heard, I be prosecuted by a Filipino, heard by a judge, sentenced, then I can appeal, then if it is affirmed, then I can go to the Supreme Court, and if the Supreme Court says that I go to jail, wala namang death penalty ngayon, I would willingly go to prison. Sir, basta Pilipino lang. Huwag lang foreigner. Ayaw ko yung puti, sir. May sentimento ako sa kanila.
Maraming salamat po. Would you agree with me, Mr. President, na lahat po ng sasabihin nyo tungkol sa isang issue o isang bagay, it becomes a policy statement of the country when you were the President?
Yes, sir.
Yes, and therefore, when you stated things about the war on drugs, don't you think it had encouraged our police force to be so aggressive in implementing the war against illegal drugs?
Sir, ang police natin, sir, hindi naman yung pinupulot sa daan eh. They are recruited and they undergo 2 years. And one of the subjects, lahat na, and criminal law, nagtuturo rin ako kasi to augment the income at the time sa pamilya ko, sir. Tinuturo namin ang lahat. At yung lahat ng mga ating police, sir, ay edukado na yan and well-versed on how to handle a police work. So, bago sila magsabi na binugbog ng police o gano'n, titignan mo muna, sir, kasi ang police, usually, hindi kagaya ng ibang civilian, kung may gulo, they can stay away. A policeman, whatever is there, a quarrel, or anumang gulo, has to go there and confront what's happening and to pacify and make an arrest if need be and bring them, and sometimes hindi mo madala yan, sir, basta-basta lang mahila mo, minsan lumalaban, kaya nabubugbog. Kaya pagkatapos niyan ang labas, ang pulis ang nabubugbog. Talagang yung mga lasing, hindi mo mahila yan sa mayroong restuin. Naunang pulis-pulis dito. Hindi pa ka ganun, talagang mabugbog ka ng pulis. Tama naman, because you have to overcome the resistance in order to make the arrest. Otherwise, inutil ka na pulis.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yun pong, yung statement po ninyo na you take full legal responsibility for the acts of the members of the police force. I've heard that so many times.
Wala akong choice, sir. If you're a mayor, napakaduwak mo naman kung if you shy away from your responsibility because you're supposed to be giving the direction. Ang pulis po, nagtatrabaho lang yan. So ang pulis, pag sinabi mo, pumunta ka dyan sa mga lasinggero na yan, and always there is a resistance, a quarrel, eventually, there will be a confrontation. At hindi natin maiwasan, sir, ang kaso. Kaya ako naawa, kasi alam mo noon, sir, pag ang pulis napailan ng kaso, on that day, wala nang sweldo. Suspended na ang sweldo. Pati yung mga anak. Kaya ako, pro-police talaga.
Maraming po salamat.
Fiscal ako, pro-police talaga ako.
Yung pong statement nyo kasi, itinuturo rin doon sa academy under the principle of command responsibility. A leader or a commander is supposed to be responsible for what his people will do or would fail to do.
Yun.
Basically, it's
Pursuant-
basically the same doon sa sinasabi.
Pursuant to what they have learned from you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yun po yung
Yes.
tinuturo din po sa amin sa academy na kung ganun po ang sabi ng commander, the commander is responsible, pero ang responsibility lang niya for those legal acts to be committed by the members of his unit.
Yes.
Hindi kagaya po ng sinasabi ngayon, nakikita po natin nangyayari, meron kayong policy statement regarding the war on drugs, tapos hindi naman po nila in-implement ng tama. Why? Because according to our investigations, they have committed crimes in order to fulfill their mandate.
That is the reason why yung police na dapat i-appoint nila sa syudad o municipality, kailangan tanggap ng mayor yan. O baski na kaibigan ng mayor yan, okay na yan. Because there will be a smooth, orderly administration of law and order. Pagka nagka-bigil yan dalawa, sir, mahirap masyado. Lalo na kung ang chief of police gusto rin magpasalida, or may use my for lack of yan ang minsan nagkakagulo. That's why there's always a friction. That's why mabuti yung batas na ang mayor talaga ang mamili. Why? Because the mayor is the elected leader of the community, not the police chief. So ang guidance lang ngayon, kung illegal yung maraming yan sir, illegal, maraming kung ano-anong mga sugal, then I can always report to the provincial commander. At kung hindi na talaga niya makaya, sabihin na, sir, i-relieve mo na lang ako, but he can make a report, copy furnish, lahat, including the president. Importante yan, sir, kung may complaint ka, the office of the president ang pag-report. Ako noon, pagka kailangan may office of the president talaga yan. Kasi pag nakita ko yan, lahat binabasa ko sa gabi. Pag nakita ko yung then, that night, tinatawagan ko kung sinong secretary yun.
So, let's make it clear, Mr. President. You take full responsibility for the acts of your police force, but you are not responsible for their individual acts which would constitute a crime.
Sir, bago ito sila na police, nag-aral ito ng academy ng 2 years. For what purpose would have been, or it would be, kung walang natutunan ito na sa basic criminal law, criminal procedure. Ako doon sa akin, ako ang tuturo mismo eh. And not because of the money now, but because I want to share my knowledge with the police so that we can have a better police force. Noon, sir, itaginot ko yan. Anong taginot sa Tagalog?
Unfortunately, Mr.
Kasi
President,
kailangan ko ng pera.
unfortunately, Mr. President, some did not learn maybe from your teachings. That's why,
We have the terms kalawags.
opo,
Money, sir. Basta dyan sa police na kalitsi-litsi, it's always money. Or, dalawa yan, sir. May pangalawang asawa yung mga gago o may sugalan dyan, ano. Pero whichever, yung first na dalawang asawa, hindi masyado ko ang magdikdik niya, kaya marami tayong may kasalanan ng ganun. Maybe, the chairman can explain to us what that means to a layman's term.
marami pong salamat, Mr. President. May I ask Attorney Conti, when would you consider a person a criminal?
Your Honor, under the rules, a criminal would have to be convicted of a crime. Prior to that, it would just be someone who is either accused, if already indicted in court, or charged, if only complained of before the prosecutor.
Did I get you right, Madam Attorney? Na ikaw ay magiging criminal kung ikaw ay na-charge and you have been convicted with final judgment. Ano po ba yan?
Could be, Your Honor, but pwede din po sigurong sabihin na criminal na kung kahit yung initial na conviction lang po muna. Kasi, kumbaga, may conviction ka na from a court. Balik ta rin ko po, kapag sa fiscal, charged, or respondent, kung tatawagin, kapag nakarating sa korte, accused, and then pag na-convicted, criminal.
So, even if you have been convicted sa, for example, regional trial court, nag-appeal siya hanggang sa Korte Suprema, is already considered a criminal under the eyes of the law?
Yes, Your Honor, because there is a conviction. Of course, you can contest that. Pwede niyo pong sabihin na, under appeal pa rin naman. But the conviction stands. It could be just that hindi siya nagsiserve ng sentence.
Mr. President, would you agree with that definition?
There has to be a conviction. Hindi mahirap yung sabihin mo na basta i-demanda mo lang. Especially yung sa nagtatrabaho lang siya. Yung mga minor offenses, lumalabas yan sa blatter ng police, tapos lumalabas yan sa database nila. Yung mga pobre naman na pag-apply nila for trabaho, lalabas yan eh. No matter na, hindi kailangan conviction, basta may police record, automatically, it is a negative. Kaya between a choice na walang violation, ito may violation, pagka doon may police record, kawawa talaga siya.
Thank you, Mr. President. Nag-worry lang po kasi ako doon sa kanina, meron po kayong example na nilabas na doon sa Davao, merong mga tao na pumasok sa isang bahay, nagnakaw, nag-rape, tapos pagbaba nila, nandun ka, patay sila. Yun po yung sabi niyo kanina. Did I get you right, Mr. President?
It's not that easy to kill a person.
I know.
Sinasabi ko yan sir, yung mga kidnapping with some, hindi sinasauli, pinapatay na lang. Yung mayor ako, hard talaga ako dyan.
So,
Talagang hard as hard. Yung rape mo, patayin mo.
sinasabi po niyo ba sa amin ngayon, Mr. President, na you discarded the presumption of innocence of each and every individual? Yun po ba ang gusto niyo sabihin sa amin ngayon?
I am not ready to answer or to give you an accurate answer on that, sir. Depende na yan sa konsensya ko. Kasi yung sa mga polis na kaharap ko. Kasi alam naman ng mga polis doon na pag sinungaling sila or hihilain nila yung inosenteng tao, alam ng polis nila, bubugin ko talaga sila. Nagbubugbog talaga ako ng polis sa Davao. Pagka-abusado na polis, talagang pag inabutan kita sa istasyon, sigurado yan. So, kaya disiplinado ang polis ko.
Would it also mean, Mr. President, that sometimes you have discarded the presumption of innocence, then you would also have discarded sometimes the principle of due process? Would that be correct?
Due process, yes, maybe. Pero yan sabi yung innocent, sir. Kung nandyan yung babae, alam mo ko naman dyan, minsan. Usually, nandyan yung babae. Magsumbong dyan sa opisina ko. May pasa dito, may bungol dito, black eye dito. So bakit? Binugbog ako. Sino ang bumugbog sa iyo? Pulis dyan sa talo mo. Sino? Sabi ko yung Bongo, yung senator, tawagin mo. O pagdating doon sa opisina, tawagin ko yung asawa. O manood ka. Saan ka unang sinipa? Dito. O sisipain ko. Saan sunod? Sinuntok ako dito. Suntukin ko. Tapos sunod saan? Sipa ulit dito. Pero sabihin ko, pag ginulit mo yan, papatayin kita. Hindi na kita papalusutin.
Thank you, Mr. President. The last issue, kasi doon po ako nag-worry. Yung pong statement po ninyo na sinasabihan nyo yung mga polis na pag hindi lumaban, i-encourage nyo na lumaban. Would that be correct, yung pagkaintindi ko po ron?
Yes, sir. Kung may hold up at pumupulma ng lumaban, palabanin mo para matapos na ang problema natin. Pero kung nakasurrender na, sir, tinapon na yung baril sa... Alam nila, hindi yan.
Paano po, Mr. President, magkakaroon ng depensa na self-defense yung taong nag-i-encourage na lumaban yung isang tao?
Well, that would be a question of batas na yan, sir.
Yes, I agree, Mr. President. That's why there are three elements of self-defense. As a defense for you to be acquitted of that crime.
That is for the fiscal to decide at that stage. Wala na yan dyan sa police, sir. That is why remove na kung meron ng
Pero po, lumalaki yung tsansa na sila po ay madali. Pag
Again,
ano,
sir?
ibig sabihin, mas malaki yung chance na sila ay makonvict simply because hindi natupad yung isa sa elements ng self-defense, which is lack of sufficient provocation.
Pag nalaman ko, sir, na nagtatrabaho ang pulis, yung tama lang, nagtanong ka sa Davao, lahat ng Davao, pulis. Pag na-charge mo ang pulis, at sa nagtatrabaho lang, suportado ko yan. Ako ang alam ng lahat, ako ang nagbabayad ng abogado, habang suspendido siya, he receives a commensurate salary doon sa sweldo niya. At tinutulungan ko. If it is in the fulfillment of duty. Pero kung akusado ng pulis, magkaka-enkwentro talaga tayo. Yan ang sabi ko sa kanila, iwasan mo kasi hindi ko kasi talaga pagpapalusutin. At marami akong nabugbog na pulis. Hindi na ngayon, sir, matanda na ako. Nung mayor pa ako, yung batuta nila mismo yan, gamitin ko batuta sa nasin, wala yung batuta ninyo. Kaya pag datin ako, may kasalanan niya yung gagong yan, tinatapon nila yung batuta kasi alam ko gagamitin ko sa kanila eh. That's the only way to, hindi mo makiusap ang pulis. Hoy, pulis, alam mo, may batas, hindi kayo dupapit ng ganun, ha? Huwag kang tayong pumasok kasi bawal yan. Professor ako na academic. Itong mga to, katagal ko ang fiscal year. Fiscal ako for 9 years. Alam ko yung asta ng lahat. Yung hold upper, yung police, yung gagong police, yung mabait na police. Yung mabait na police na papasugo, suportado ko rin yan sila. Talagang to the hilt. Pero pag ikaw ay gago, ay na, pag-inkwentro tayo. Pero sa criminal, sir, talagang mainit ako, lalo na sa druga. Noong presidente ako, time and again na yun, shown to the public, how cruel, how brutal I was in dealing with drugs. Kasi si sir, ang druga kasi, ang target niyan, ang mga anak natin. Hindi makaresist eh. Yung pagbala dyan, jokan, o ito, gamit nyo dyan. At their age, sir, wala silang depensa. Ngayon, pag tinamaan ito, sir, what will happen to the next generation? Yan nga ang masakit, sir. Can I be given a little para ma-portray ko talaga ang totoong istorya. Oh, there is a mother. Magpunta ng abroad. Hindi na talaga natin alam. Sometimes they rape, abuse. Yung iba, magreklamo. Yung iba, maghanap na lang trabaho, but they will endure the brutality sa nangyari sa kanila. Why? Because kailangan nila to send the money. Otherwise, yung gago na walang trabaho, magsige lang inom, ang mga bata walang pagkain, walang eskwela. Kaya ako mainit dyan. Mainit talaga ako sa mga lalo na yung mga droga sa mga bata. Mainit talaga ako. Ay, hindi ko lang masabi sa'yo kung paano ko martilyuhin ang mga kamay niyan. I cannot just portray. Hindi ako nagyayabang pero kung tanong ka na lang ng pulis ka man. Minamartilyo ko talaga yung...
Thank you, Mr. President. Would I be correct as my last question? Kayo po'y naniniwala na sa Machiavellian principle that the end justify the means?
Unfortunately, sir, rightly or wrongly, I believe
In that Machiavellian principle. Marami pong salamat, Mr.
there's
President.
no other way to deal with criminals except to instill fear. Pag hindi ka nare-respeto ng kriminal, walang mangyayari sa iyo.
Marami pong salamat, Mr.
Laruin
President.
ka.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr.
Thank
Chair.
you, Congressman Ako. Mr. President, okay pa rin ba kayo?
Mr. Chair.
So you're still okay if we proceed, yes, Attorney Conti.
I'm sorry, sir, but with the indulgence of Kong Ako, with your line of questioning, Your Honor, I have a photo which I would like to show to illustrate the Machiavellian approach. This is the death of Benjamin Visla. May I ask this, Mr. Chair, the photo I submitted to the Secretariat earlier, just the trigger warning, because this illustrates a death that is allegedly under Manlaban circumstances. May we ask the photo, trigger warning that this shows blood. This is the death of Benjamin Vista, who was killed by the DEU Manila Police District, Station 1, under Colonel Redentor Ulsano, on October 4, 2016. He was in handcuffs, Your Honor.